Let's talk about stories. Why do most children like listening to stories before bedtime?
So I guess listening to bedtime stories would set the tone for their nighttime and somehow like prepares them for a good night's sleep. We know that children have limitless imagination, and every time their parents share some bedtime stories, they probably would feel themselves in those shoes of the main characters from those fairy tales or from those short stories.
What are the benefits of bedtime stories for children?
So the main benefit is that it would foster their imagination and it helps them to grow up with an iconoclastic mindset. I mean, like to think out of the box. And it would somehow inhibit the love for readership as they grow up because we know that most of these fairy tales that their parents would tell come from books. They could see their parents reading from books, and this would somehow kindle their interest towards books and towards reading in general.
Is a good storyline important for a movie?
Yeah, definitely. I guess having developing set of plot and ideas should be as pivotal as the main characters and big names and probably hiring some stars into films because if let's say the story comes like jumbling from here there, then there is a great risk that the audience wouldn't understand what is going on in certain action, and once their interest is lost, probably that means that that particular film wouldn't make a box office hit.
What kind of stories do children like to listen to?
So it actually depends on their interest, but I know that kids these days are into comic characters and superheroes because probably deep down they picture themselves like as people who can make impossible possible or who want to own some supernatural powers. So I guess this should be the main genre that is of the point of interest for most children. But tastes differ. I mean, you can see some kids reading fairy tales while other ones even reading encyclopedias, even though they are young.
What can a child learn from a story?
So I guess each fairy tale, each story has a morale to share, and there would always be some take from that. And the main message is that good would always win the bad, and probably that the evil would vanquish in the end. So, however hard it is, a person has to have some good virtues such as honesty, integrity, and loyalty.